matter, your questions matter, and your energy matters. So whether you're in traffic, having breakfast, or starting your workday, I'll be right here, keeping you informed and engaged. So Lagos, stay tuned, set your alarms, and mark your calendars, and let's kickstart our mornings together, right here on the Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info and Kofi Bartels. Let's talk.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. We just took a news at 8, and of course, interesting stories there. One of the stories that caught my attention was from a listener yesterday who called to, cry on the air. Not literally, but he was lamenting. Let me say, he saw a BRT bus crush a pedestrian to death, and the BRT driver got away, despite the efforts of the caller to try and get them to stop saying you've killed someone. Yabi is his name. Today we hear from our newsroom that the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, they have tracked down the driver and he's in custody. All right. Now, I need evidence. I need evidence. So we would like to, I've told her, my producer yesterday, I told her to get across to, yesterday afternoon actually, to reach out to Lamata. And I had told, I tried to reach a gentleman because I took his number. So if you're listening, Yemi, I called you yesterday morning. You saw my call. All right, that's me. Okay, so I'll try to reach you again today. So what do you guys think? We need evidence. Has Lamata is not the one responsible for the act. They didn't commit the act, okay? But they are the authority in charge of transportation in Lagos State. They are a duty responsibility to serve. They serve Lagosians actually, including this 19-year-old pedestrian. All right, so I think the first thing to say is, all right, it is the police, from our report, that arrested the bus driver, okay, in connection with that fatal hit and run. So the first thing to say is to say, okay, good job, the police. This is Airport Police Command, because the caller yesterday said that the police didn't do anything about it when he told them. They just drove off. Okay? And I would like to know what he thinks. That is Yemi. What Yemi thinks about this development, since he was the one who called yesterday to tell us. But has the suspect been paraded? That is a way that people can verify, confirm what we hear in our news today, that the airport command of the Nigeria Police Force have arrested the BRT driver who crushed a 19-year-old pedestrian to death, driving over her 2 times, refusing to stop despite Yemi, a good Lagosian, a good Nigerian, telling him or her to stop. All right, we meant to have as guest the chairman of the Nigeria Medical Association, Lagos chapter, this morning via our virtual link, and he's here to talk about allegations of negligence in Nigeria's health sector, medical negligence, we want to call it that. Dr. Babajide Sahid is chairman of the NMA Lagos. Dr. Sahid was meant to be with us, and I just hope that he will still be joining, because I cannot see him on the link. Maybe what I'll do is just end the meeting and then start it again to see if Dr. Sahid is there. All right, so Dr. Sahid, anyone who knows him, we're here waiting for you to join in so we can speak with you. Appreciate you taking the time, agreeing to join us despite your Shut up. Doctors are very busy people. All right. So, well, I'll be watching the Zoom to check if Dr. Said will join us. Now, if you still want to share, because yesterday we had a lot of very revealing contributions from our listeners who had, unpleasant experiences, either personally or that of their family members or friends or loved ones or people they know in hospitals in Nigeria. All this in reaction to the death of the child of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie here in Lagos. You can call in and still share. I can see that our guest has joined. So happy to have him. If you want to call, please call 0201 277 0993. 0201 277 0993. That's the number to call. Second number 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Just please give me a few seconds to ensure our guest is live with us, and then we'll put him on the air. Stay with me.
We talk about the big stories and more. Nigeria's newly appointed service chiefs have officially assumed duty, promising fresh strategies.
It's not just to propose. What about enforcement?
Our judiciary has made a laughing mock center.
So why these people will leave the main problem and look for the one that is not important?
I've rendered homeless now. They can just go to places. Is that what the government is saying?
A system that has become so corrupt that men have sold their souls for bread.
Proposes 6 new states. I thank the nation for not using the word approve.
How will that people feel? And how will they think? How will they want to see this country?
It's as if we are dead psychologically.
Because there is that propensity for officers to become political.
Everywhere you look in Nigerian football, we are failing spectacularly.
It's your station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is where it all connects, all in one place. Federal government says it is winning the war on terrorism.
Our president is there. This promise will never come to pass.
That he feels somewhat insecure just by the measure of his money.
Most of us don't even know the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. If everybody die, which voice is going to speak?
Yes, and Wike is one of the major actors in the demise of the PDP.
Getting justice in Nigerian court is not possible.
The news, conversation, information, and more. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
The time has come that Africa must learn and realize that the world is not bothered about Africa. The world is only...
For every minute that goes by,
Something noteworthy is happening.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu gave his assurance after President Muhammadu Buhari unveiled the Lekki Deep Seaport.
It is only in Nigeria here that you only politicians that does not go for medical screening.
The candidate doesn't need to be as fit as an athlete.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, we had to just get our guests comfortably seated, should I say, but we have him now. And of course, the technology is really, really helpful these days. You can join from anywhere in the world. I'm glad to say we have Dr. Babajide Saheed, who's the chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association in Lagos State, with us. Dr. Saheed, good morning to you. It's good to see you. Happy New Year.
Good morning, but I'm not hearing very well. Good morning, viewer.
Okay. I'll try and speak up. Is it better now?
It's better now. Now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Dr. Said, last time you were with us, it was about the conditions of work as far as doctors in Lagos State are concerned. Have those conditions improved? I mean, generally, I know the resident doctors are on strike, but generally, have those conditions improved? Your welfare and all that?
Thank you very much. Thank you, viewer. Unfortunately, that condition have not improved at all. We are still at the same stage. We didn't move forward, we didn't move backward. Probably even getting worse. There is no improvement in the ratio of doctors. Doctors will continue to jump out, move out of this country. And as I'm even anytime I'm talking, 1 or 2 people are moving out of this country. They have not stopped. Even by the time we are talking now, some are inside the aeroplane, some are inside the flight, some are even in the America, some are even landed at the UK. All the health workers. There is no government is not serious about it at all levels. That is true. From federal to state, they don't take issue of Japan or remuneration serious, but they don't take issue of health and education as a serious thing. If you look at their budget allocation, especially the federal government, education, health is not their priority. That's unfortunate.
Okay.
If the government is serious, by now, issue of Japa should be a thing of the past. By now, the health worker will say, all where they are going, UK, Britain, what they call Canada, anywhere, it's not conducive for them. They are nothing like home. Home is still the best. Unfortunately, they cannot keep themselves because some people are failing their responsibility to provide the necessary social amenities, care for them.
Dr. Sahid, we also had you talk about, I think then the main issue was the deductions from the salary of doctors in Lagos State. Have those deductions stopped, and have the monies deducted been returned, refunded?
Till now, that deduction is still continuous. That they started it by June, September, and they are still continuous. And as I'm telling you, Lagos employed doctor are still collecting that deducted salary. Very unfortunate. In a place that we have a high cost of living, high standard of living, how do you expect doctors to expect the young doctors that cannot rent a house? They cannot even live in Surulere or Island. Even Island is out of it. Even suburban of Lagos, even they are finding it difficult to live. They go to work with commercial vehicle, with motorcycle. And what do you expect those people to do? And at the end of the day, you are still deducting their salary. The one that is not enough, you are even deducting it. What do you expect them to do? Do they put all their effort into it? Do they have faith? The best thing for them to get out of this country. Before I need to tell them, don't go. But now, there are no option until when the government at all levels are serious to resolve this issue.
Okay, Doc, let's move straight to the issue on ground now, which is the passing of the son, the 21-month-old son of Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. He's Nkanu Esege, who passed on in a hospital in Lagos. The incident is well publicized. The mother, who is well loved by all Nigerians.
I'm not hearing you very well.
Okay.
Speak loud a little bit.
Oh, sorry, sir. Can you hear me now, please?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the position? This issue of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie has been well publicized. I don't need to go into the history. The mother of the child, Nkanu Nnamdi Esege, has come out to give her account of what led to the death of the child, 21-month-old Nkanu. The lawyers to the family have written to the hospital. They are alleging medical negligence. What is the position of the Nigerian Medical Association on this situation, this case, sir?
Thank you. First of all, NMA Lagos commiserate with the family of the deceased baby. The Chimamanda family. It's very unfortunate. I think it is very unfortunate that this type of thing happened, and it is it's very unfortunate that this type of thing happened, and nobody want to lose any of his family. NMA is continuing to commiserate with the family, sympathize with the family, and also the father is also one of our colleagues. Apart from that, all Nigeria, our responsibility to give them good health care.
Mm-hmm.
Please, Mrs. The family of the deceased, we sympathize with them because that is the first thing. Sympathy may also not bring the dead baby up, but the only thing we can do is to sympathize with them. Now let us go to the main issue. From NMA Lagos point of view, our own is that the two parties, the family and the hospital, to have justice, fairness, and people that support the body that's supposed to do it is, if the medical negligence is the regulatory body of medical practice, that's the Medical Dental Council of Nigeria, that's MDCN. And also they can also seek redress through the professional body, which is the Nigerian Medical Association. Therefore, what I'm just saying is that we should get to the root of the problem, investigating according to the ethics and medical practice in terms of doing proper investigation, autopsy, and all the necessary things. It can be done through the professional body, through the NMA, or through the MDCL. It's better than going to the press, because a lot of people give, that Nigeria, we are coached in football. Everybody will give their own information. But the most important thing is that to allow the dead to rest comfortably and allow the family to mourn comfortably instead of going all these things to the social media. It brings sorrowness. It brings more to them. I think this I want to use the opportunity that Nigeria should allow the necessary or regulatory body and the monetary body and professional body to look to this and look at what the cause is. It from the system? Is it from the hospital? Is it unavoidable? I think we have to go to that and allow that. I already like the statement from enemy that any issue that comes is not go to the press. Not about this person one we are talking about Chimamanda we are talking about general one. Nigeria should be educated to know the route where they can go and seek redress. And there's nobody that is immune to death or to any mental illness. And it can happen to anybody. But the most important is how do we stop this type of thing? How do we make sure the system works? How do we prevent any unnecessary death? How do we prevent medical negligence? In all over the world, you can America, but how do we reduce it to the minimum? That's the position of enemy that allow the investigation to go and let's wait for the outcome.
Okay, Doctor, what are the procedures, the official channels that you are advising Chimamanda to have used instead of going to the media? I read your interview in the papers yesterday, where you said the family that she should not engage in media trial. So what are these official routes, and appropriate quarters? For instance, if anybody listening, our listeners out there, has a, God forbid, but a situation where they need to make a report, what are the procedure? What's the procedure to follow? Sir?
Yeah, thank you very much. I see commiserating with the family. There are different routes you can seek redress. You can go to the hospital manager himself if you have confidence in the manager that the manager can do justice to the issue. If you have money, you can go to the professional body, which is the Nigerian Medical Association. And the final one, the final one that you must go to is the MDC, Medical Dental Council, which regulates the medical practice in Nigeria. I think if you go through those levels, I think you'll be able to get justice. I think according to that, if you go to the hospital, if you don't have confidence there, because they also have to do what they're supposed to investigate the case and look at what's the problem. But they are going to also have the opportunity to go through the professional body and seek redress in the sense that they are one of our members have done something wrong, which they fear that associations will come in. The other one, which is main one, we go through the regulatory body, which is MDCN. That's where we do MDCN is like at the same level with High Court. Any judgment from MDCN is like taken as the court's judgment. Even when you take the case to court, most of the time, courts tactically wait for the MDCN resolution or judgment, which is the regulatory body.
Okay, so you're saying that Chimamanda or anybody in such a situation, should first of all not go to the media, then secondly should approach the hospital's management. If they are not forthcoming, they can reach out to the NMA, but ultimately they should reach out to the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
All right. 0201277
and again, sir.
Yes, sir.
And again, sir, I'm not saying people that that the enemy is saying you don't go to press. We are just advising.
No,
instead of going to the press.
You just said it.
We are just advising.
Sir, you just said it.
We are just advising that.
No.
I said that. I'm saying that instead of going to the press, I think there are channels to go through. So at the end of the day, going to the press, people will bring different. People will say something positive towards your cause. Some people talk negative towards your cause. At the end of the day, it aggravates a lot of things. I've seen on many platforms. Some people will defend what defend. Some will blame the family. some will blame the doctor. At the end of the day, he really doesn't bring any positive thing to the issue.
Okay, so that's what you're saying. Don't go to the press. Yes. That's your advice. Don't go to the press. And you've given reasons. Yes, and you've given reasons, which is okay.
That's the advice. Yes. Because sometimes you give advice and people should not.
Yes.
No social media. Yes. They should not turn it. The enemy said you don't have.
I read your interview in the papers yesterday. I read it all. You know, you said that they should engage in media trial. You know, so we've heard you. Don't go to the press. Use the appropriate channels if you're in such. That's your advice if you were to give anybody an advice. Yes.
99.3.
Okay, we'll be right back, Dr. Saheed. Please, let's just play some bills. We'll be right back.
Unstoppable, you fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Supermalt, your performance takes flight.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
Lagos, get ready! Something new has arrived in Ikoyi. Introducing the brand new Moneyfield head office, now open at number 105 Awolowo Road, Ikoyi. A modern banking space designed just for you. Faster service, smarter banking, and a team committed to helping you grow.
At Moneyfield, we provide a full range of financial solutions to support individuals, SMEs, and growing businesses. Our services include savings and investment products, personal and business loans, virtual accounts, salary and SME loans, cards, USSD, dialing *5684# to transact, and many more.
Visit us today at number 105 Awolowo Road, Ikoyi, and experience banking built on trust, innovation, and excellence. Or visit any of our 6 branches in Idumota, Onikan, Trade Fair, Oshodi Shopping Complex, Yaba, and Ijora.
Moneyfield Microfinance Bank. You are in good hands.
Update. Here's the gist. New Good Mama detergent delivers express cleaning and fragrance boosters for extra freshness. All in a freshening pack made for your upgrade. Try it today.
Good Mama, the washing is fast. Good Mama, my fabric is barely fresh. Good Mama, express cleaning. Good Mama, my laundry reason to smile.
There's a reason she's a good mama. Express cleaning, extra fresh.
Participate in the Insure and Win promo by Coronation Insurance and Coronation Life Assurance. Visit insureandwin.coronationinsurance.com.ng to be eligible for the raffle draw. The Insure and Win promo closes April 2026. Terms and conditions apply.
Thanks for calling Bastion HMO.
Since I signed up with Bastion HMO, I don't worry about hospital bills. I get access to top quality healthcare and still save enough for other things. They even help me pre-book my doctor's appointments. Bastion HMO also gives me access to over 1,700 hospitals and clinics with the freedom to switch whenever. I feel so in control of my finances and health.
Call 0800 Bastion or visit www.bastionhmo.com to purchase a plan that suits your needs. Bastion Health, the HMO that puts you in control.
Today, in the ever-connected business world, business moves at unquantifiable speed, and the winners...
That's good to know. But the real question is, are your business tools really working for you or creating new headache? See, there's a kind of confidence you get when you know you got the right support, a solution built specifically for you, with both reliability and efficiency in tow. With MTN Cloud, you experience near instant operations thanks to lower latency, convenient billing with flexible Naira billing, and 100% data sovereignty, keeping you compliant. Visit cloud.mtn.ng today and get the cloud built for you. MTN, what are we doing today?
So, my pregnant wife, Eniola, had her cravings and nothing satisfied her. My neighbor, Mama Amaka, despite our attention, saved the day with amala and abula made with Mr. Chef chicken, all-purpose, and tomato masala cubes. With Mr. Chef, she's my hero.
Savor the taste of culture with a 2-finger crush of Mr. Chef's seasoning cubes. Available in beef, chicken, and crayfish seasoning cubes. Mr. Chef, taste home, taste culture.
Chef of life. Pocari Sweat. My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now.
fix on the station that talks.
Every time killing. Will the president come to fight again?
Where are the police and everything? Now you're talking about state police.
Atiku rejects call to step down.
Who is the owner of ATC?
EFCC has stated that former governor Yahaya Bello remains innocent.
The way and manner our environment has been configured to cause for a great concern.
Historical evidence of this current administration. There's a trust issue.
What Riley Moore said was that America will not stand by.
I like what Trump is doing. He's just like God reason for this.
I want to thank you guys, Nigeria Info, at least for allowing us to speak and letting us know what is going on in the country.
All conversation, all day.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. Still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Kofi Bartels. Still with us. Our guest, the chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association in Lagos State, Dr. Babajide Saheed, who's been giving us his take and the reaction of the Nigerian Medical Association to the demise of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's son, and of course the son of also Dr. Ivara Esege. So the son of Dr. Ivara Esege and Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, 21-month-old Nkanu Nnamdi Esege. A really sad story there. I'm sure some people out there wondering, oh yeah, what about others who die? I mean, everyone who passes on is important, but of course a profile of the mother, the parents, mean that this will be a big story out there, and another chance to draw attention to what other people who may not have popular parents face. Maybe at the end of the day this may bring some good for everyone. Okay, anyway, please call 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993, and we have 0201-465-7190, 0201-465-7190. We all know what happened. We've been talking about it for days. The family has written to the hospital through his lawyer. They're alleging negligence in the death of their son. A very sad one. And our condolences go to the Eseges and, of course, the Adichies in this case. The chairman of the NMA has told us that they are commiserating with the family, and they are advising anyone who faces such a case to go through appropriate channels rather than resort to putting out media statements or engaging in media trial. These appropriate channels include the hospital's management. It says that you can report to the hospital's management. You can also reach out to the NMA in your area, or better still, you can reach out to the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, which is the authority or regulatory body as far as the medical profession is concerned. Our guest has also told us that the powers of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria are like that of a high court. So we can say they exercise quasi-judicial powers, if I'm not mistaken. So I hope that is correct. They exercise quasi-judicial powers. And it says even if cases are in court, the court could tactically stall the case so they can hear from the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. All right. So what are your thoughts on this? Please call the numbers I earlier advertised, 0201 277 0993 and 0201 465 7190. Before I pick the next call, Dr. Saheed, sir, what role will the Nigerian Medical Association play in getting to the bottom of this?
I'm not getting it. The role of the association to...
Yeah, what role will the Nigerian Medical Association play in getting to the bottom of this incident?
We have started our role is to investigate. Normally, we're supposed to get a letter from the agreed people, and but this one is a national issue which NMA have to come in immediately, and our role is to invite the two hospitals, not only one hospital, the Atlantis and the Oreka hospital, to invite the two and tell us what happened, not only the last one, the two, what happened what treatment are you be giving before you transfer to other, what the other hospital did. After that, if you have the means, the contact of the family, of the Z family, we also invite them. We get information from them, we get every necessary from them. After that, we now call all of them together. After we have found out this what we find out, we now discuss, everybody will be there, the two hospitals and the family. I will now tell them this is what from our own point of view, and from the and those investigations will be done by experts, especially in those fields, like the pediatrician, like the what do you call it, anesthesiology, anesthetists, and everybody that have any discipline of medicine that have input in those things. We call them the expert. We also have representative of the ESCO. We also have the chairman of the committee, Lagos NMA Committee on Ethics and on the private hospitals. And then now they have, those are the composition that we're going to have. After that, they're not going to have the discussion. After that, they now report to the ESCO. From that, the family will decide either they go on with the MDCN or they are satisfied with the NMA. Even the same pari passu, the MDCN can still go on, and then we also can continue their own investigation. I think the best thing is to correct the wrong, is to do the right thing, and give the fairness and fair hearing to both parties, and have a better closure, in the sense that there will be rest at the end of the day for the deceased and for the family. And if they feel that at the end of the day, justice has been done to their satisfaction, and the hospital also feel the same thing, that justice has been done to their satisfaction, and the closure will make into it.
All right. So you're saying you yet to hear from the family of the late Nkanu Namdi Esege?
I said that
you said
their contact.
Yes.
You have to get their contact, and we have to invite them. As of now, we don't have their contact, but the contact of the hospital, we write letter to the MDs of the hospital. But probably from the hospital or from somebody, if you can get the contact of the family and inform them first that we hear about this and want to invite them, and if they oblige to the person or enemy, but if they don't, you can't force them. I want to look at it and do fairness to both parties.
Okay, but have you contacted the hospitals involved? I think it's Atlantis and Uracare. Have you contacted enemy?
Yes, the letter is supposed to have gone, because we have an internal mechanism within the ESCO, and we have to get because the ESCO, from the ESCO, you have to get that letter by today. Okay. That letter must get to those hospitals, and for them to write us back, and also try to get the contact of the family.
Okay, we hear the solicitors for the family of the deceased have already written to the hospital in question, Uracare, and they've issued a legal notice. I'm talking about Pinheiro LP. This legal notice signed by the founding partner of Pinheiro LP, Professor Kemi Pinheiro S.A.N. And what I've read is that the notice says that the child was referred to at the hospital on January 6, 2026 from Atlantis Pediatric Hospital. We won't go into all that, but they're alleging negligence. Okay. The letter, according to the report I have, says that the lawyers stated that intravenous sedation was administered using propofol. Propofol, which of course is the drug that killed Michael Jackson. They're saying, however, during transportation to the cardiac catheterization laboratory, following the MRI procedure, the child allegedly developed sudden and severe complications. The lawyers continue. Despite being under sedation, he was said to have been transferred between clinical areas under conditions that raised serious and substantive concerns about compliance with patient safety protocol. So this is, I think, the same thing the mother, Chimamanda, wrote in her post. So what's your take? Well, without passing judgment, what is your take on what she said happened? Sedating the child and maybe giving him an overdose of this.
Sorry, speak louder. I'm excuse my louder.
What is your take on what Chimamanda said caused the death of the child? That he was over sedated, and the manner in which the anesthesiologist carried him from the MRI room to the catheterization area. I want you to speak to those two things.
Yeah. I think the thing is that I'm not there. You are not there. You don't make judgment on what people say, because most of the time, even yesterday I was panting, even almost going from one court to police station to different places. A farmer, MD said. What I realized at the end of the day, it might be the issue might be different from what we are hearing, or the issue might be the same as what we are hearing. And what I think is that I cannot make a judgment on what somebody said.
Okay, you said it might be different from what we're hearing.
It might be different because the other person can say it's not true, and if they have a CCTV camera cannot show which one is the truth or not.
Have you heard, Doctor? Have you heard anything to the contrary of what?
No, what I'm saying is this. You see, you don't make, like I said, you need to be careful. Any statement you make, people will take it up. The best that I told you is to investigate. This is what this person said, and they have to. The other party have to defend it. If they cannot defend it, that means that it is true.
Okay, so Dr. Sai, do you have any contrary information?
No, what I'm saying is that is the information from the lawyer from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any information from the other side pertaining to this? That is meaning of investigation. You have to be a neutral arbiter.
Yeah.
In the sense that you have to be careful in making any statement. That's what I'm saying. That what they are saying, I'm not saying it is wrong or it is right, or I'm giving it is true or not. But what I'm just saying is that you should allow proper investigation to capture it and check is it true or not. Because what I'm just saying is that I cannot, because this person said this and I say yes.
So how are you and NMA going to know who is being truthful in all of this? Because if one side says we adhere to best practices, that's the hospital, and then the family says you overdosed my child. How are you going to know who is being truthful here?
And that's what I said. We are going to call all the parties, and with the records they have, that they allege you that you overdose a child. Now, how many doses did you keep? Therefore, we have other experts of anesthesiology will be there, the pharmacology, the clinical pharmacology will be there. They not tell them these are the complications, these are the things that arise from this number of doses you give, pertaining to the age. Therefore, me, I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I cannot say this is right or not, because it's the anesthesiology or anesthetics and the clinical pharmacology that will guide us.
Okay, all right, let's put some calls out there. 0201-277-0993. Please call the main line. I think for some reason, I don't know what I'm trying to pick the female line. It's not working. 99.3. Please go straight. Give us your name, location, and contribution, please.
Yeah, my name is Akinola. I'm calling from Peru.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, I would just like to make a contribution that has been endemic.
Yeah.
It is not now. It is not today that we have had cases of negligence. I will give you a scenario which we handle in Ikorodu. A man approached us, that is the Nigerian Bar Association Ikorodu branch. He gave birth to a son.
You're a doctor?
I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer, okay. Oh, Nigeria Bar
He
Association.
gave birth to his son in 2020. There were issues with the son, complications. He had stomach complications. He was referred to Luke. A surgery was done, and they ended up with a temporary colostomy. He was told he was going to come back for corrective surgeries. 4 years later, in 2024, he took his son to Luke. They performed 5 different surgeries on that boy from 11 July till around August that the boy gave up the ghost. 5 different surgeries. The boy started rotting on the hospital bed. Abandoned, neglected, negligence of the highest order. We wrote to the Lagos State House of Assembly. We were informed that it is a federal hospital, they don't have a jurisdiction. We wrote to NMA. Till today, they did not respond. We wrote to the House of Reps. Till today, they did not respond.
What year was
we
this?
Wrote to Lut. We wrote to Lut. We held a meeting with their director and all doctors concerned. So, you know, as we say, each would want to save face. But what was very, very evident was that there was negligence in attending to that boy, who was very healthy when he was brought into the facility.
So what year was this?
And his body was now held that until they paid the balance, his body would not be released. That was when we came in. Now, you see, we wanted to take it up. He went to the Human Rights Commission. The Human Rights Commission wrote to Lut. They started handling it. We wanted to take it up, but he was so tired and said he doesn't want to do a case, that he just wants to lay his boy to rest. Now, that is just one out of many that I can start counting. A lawyer went to last week for an eye surgery. He was given an anesthetic. That was last year. He walked in himself. He was given an anesthetic and he did not wake up. He died. Just eye complications, just to do surgery in his eye. He did not wake up after anesthetic. The family decided to just let it go, that they are not going to press any charges. The name of the lawyer is Adewale of Ikeja branch. So this thing, recently, a private hospital again killed a woman, a wife of a lawyer, allegedly on negligence. It's all over the news, and they are pressing over it. So it happens from one place to the other. The medical sector needs a general overhaul. I will also tell you, if you want to do autopsy or you want to do toxicology, do you know the person that had those aspects? Some are commissioners of police.
Okay.
Now, when you want to start doing investigation, how do you get to have confidence in the process of those investigations? So many things are happening. But we thank God now.
All right.
He's on the limelight. It has happened to someone that has a name. Then when we shout, things are so much happening in that sector.
So for that child who passed on, unfortunately, so sad. What year was this, please?
He passed out in 2024.
Okay, and NMA did not respond to your complaint?
They did not respond. We advised him to write. We told him to do an affidavit in court, depose to that affidavit, and write it to NMA. So it will be as if it is lawyers that are concocting facts. So he did it himself and wrote and showed us a copy of it. He also wrote himself to the House of Assembly, gave us a copy. He wrote to the Human Rights Commission, gave us a copy. We attended one of the sessions we held with Loot Management.
But you're saying NMA did nothing?
They did duty date.
Okay.
I asked him, he said they never reached out to him, they never called him, nothing.
Lawyer, what's your name, sir? Do you want to tell us your name again, or you just want to leave it out?
I'm the vice chairman of NBA Kurudu branch.
Okay.
My name is Barrister Olajide Abiodun.
All right. Thank you for your time. Let me allow our guest, who is the NMA chairman, to respond. Doc, you've heard from him. This is a 2024 case. He said NMA did not respond to the family's complaint. 2024, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm not aware of anyone that NMA probably has to give us that thing. What NMA that will know that will probably he missed things of it, because people miss NMA and MDCN. They miss the two together, because some people think that they have gone to MDCN, that means they have gone to NMA. NMA is the association, is the private body. Why MDCN? They are nothing of such. I will give an example of recent one he's talking about the one that the lawyer at the Glasgow Hospital happened. When we saw during the press conference, we saw the NBA Lagos branch chairman there. I mean, I've said that at least we have good relationship between NMA and NBA. And when I now reached out to the chairman of NBA, she was surprised that NMA was not even copied. And what they told her was NMA was copied. And we have to resolve the issue between us, because we felt at least if you want to come out, at least you should reach out to NMA. Now I'm trying to give this. Normally, I didn't want to give this information just for the lawyer to know that that way, as the vice chairman of Ikorodu branch, at least you have NMA lawyer and they know our NMA lawyer. I think if they don't reach out to us directly, they can reach out to the NMA lawyer, NMA Lagos State lawyer. Also, they can reach out to. This is my first time of hearing it. And I expect that the NBA Ikorodu should have reached out this if they complain about NMA, your association. It should have reached out to us and let us know, and we take action. But if somebody tell you that, I think you have to verify just to talk about that, because this one happened recently, and we found out that letter did not get to the enemy. Now, pertaining to the issue, there are a lot of things that's a systemic failure in the health sector. To be frank.
Okay. Are you agreeing that? Are you agreeing that there's Are you agreeing that there's negligence in among some of your colleagues, doctors and hospitals?
I didn't say that negligence. I said systemic failure. That might be systemic failure and negligence.
What is what is the difference?
Now, when you say systemic failure can come from government, can come from system, can come from the hospital, can come from everywhere. And the best thing to do is to sort out this systemic failure. In terms of
are you saying Dr. Saheed, are you saying that medical Dr. Saheed, are you saying that medical personnel, health workers are not sometimes negligent in their duty?
No.
In Nigeria?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that
but you just said it's not negligence.
The medical negligence can come from medical professional. I'm not saying everybody is perfect. You cannot be perfect. The only point that is perfect is God.
All right.
Anything can happen. That what I'm just saying is that I say systemic failure involving the system, also involving the provider, also involving the what do you call it, the citizen. For example, we give you an example that the provider can make mistake. That is, I know nobody is saying that kind of. What about the healthcare person? I know the patient. Somebody may have gone to non-orthodox. That I want to get to the first one. Before you do surgery about the of what colostomy is talking about, somebody can be, I gave you an example of perforated typhoid. Somebody can be sick, they can be having a self-medication by their own, go to the pharmacy, go to the somebody at home, and that person that be called develop a perforation. The first thing they now look at, can they put the after removing the dead part of this intestine, can they put it together? If they cannot put together, they look colostomy, allow that one to rest. That's the first study. The second study is that to bring it back. Before bring it back, is it good to bring it back? When they not going, can they do another surgery? Doing many surgery, it depends on the condition of the patient and what they see at the theater. Therefore, doing many surgery also is not about the it depends on what they have seen.
God, I wish you had more time with you. Dr. Saheed, what can the NMA do to ensure that its members, at least on your part, for the health workers and the medical professionals, are not found in this table?
I'm not hearing.
What can the NMA do to prevent such occurrences in the future on the part of the hospitals, the workers, health workers, and medical doctors?
Yes. What the NMA do is that to do what we call advocacy. One, to our member. Our member number one, what really cause problem? There are two things that really cause problem. and from where I move around, I've seen when I become the chairman of MMA. Empathy. You have to show empathy to people, to the patient, to everybody. Empathy is the most important thing. If you achieve empathy, treat people according as a human being, that's empathy. And two, for our colleagues, they should do what we call documentation, communication, empathy. That is, you document everything they are saying. You give empathy, listen to them properly, and look at them like a human being, like a patient. Two, you document everything you are discussing, and you communicate to them in the way they will understand everything and tell them the truth.
Okay.
Is there any complication that can arise?
All right.
Is it 100% at the thing? And the other thing is finance. Also, because a lot of patients look at the finance is high, and we have to tell our members that if they can do to moderate that finance, and also we have to look at them that even what they are supplying is the high cost of living, high cost of expense, high cost of material, high cost of drug.
Okay.
And therefore the government have to come in and make sure that all these things are available, all these are reduced. And again, the most important thing, let me just say, government should do is to go to out of pocket insurance, but people will have access, affordable, and again, quantitative healthcare service to people. That's the major thing.
All right.
People out of pocket, because people don't go to the hospital now because they don't have money. And people that have money that go, at the end of the day, feel that they're not being satisfied with what they are being given.
Thank you so much. Sir, we'd love to have you back, for an update, maybe when you can get to hear from all the parties. Let's know, where the NMA, can we do that maybe next week?
No problem. Sir.
All right. Thank you very much. You've said it all, and I think we'll just remind our listeners, we're not passing judgment on any of the sides yet, because we have to allow the authorities to do their investigation, and get to the bottom of this. Dr. Babajide Saheed, Chairman, NMA Lagos, thank you so very kindly for your time this morning.
Thank you, viewer. Thank you, Nigeria. As part of the family of the dead one, I pray all this thing will not occur again in this country. We move forward and make sure a better healthcare is delivered to our citizens. Instead of going outside the country, you should have confidence. The government should do the needful. You should stop tourism and make sure everything is available. That anybody can, even the way I'm seeing now, I can get sick.
God forbid.
And the best thing that the health professional should do their job properly and give this. And also the government to assist and make sure that healthcare delivery is better in this country.
Thank you, Dr. Saheed. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you, sir.
Today, in the ever-connected business world, business moves at unquantifiable speed, and the winners...
That's good to know. But the real question is, are your...
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.